Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning back, welcome back. Listen, my beautiful Soul Tribe family, I love y'all so very much. Thank you for all the beautiful likes, the loves, the subscriptions, the memberships. I feel like we're really getting somewhere in the groups. You know, they're different levels, but I feel like the memberships are growing the way they're supposed to, you know, slow and steady. Good people in the groups, right? Those are exclusive readings. It's an open forum. You know, we go back and forth. We have real conversations. It's one thing to see me do a reading and I just kind of talk and y'all watch and you get your clarification, confirmation. And yes, sometimes I can't respond in the comments, but in an open forum, it's like a two-way street. So I get to open up, you know, obviously to your opinions and your way of seeing something depending on whatever the information is by way of the reading. So I'm really happy about how those groups are being molded, shaped, cultivated. I really enjoy that. So listen, come on over. If you've not joined the memberships, I recommend that you do. If not, listen, it's okay. There is no love lost. I absolutely do respect that energy. You can absolutely feel free to enjoy these free readings. It is a gift from me to you. So let's come on in. Now listen, my recommendation by way of a spiritual disclaimer is that you take these readings energetically, psychologically, intuitively, diligently, consistently, using your intuition and your discernment. That is a recommendation. We all have free will, okay? So if you made it this far into the video, congratulations. That means that you have been sworn into spiritual court. And guess what? We're going to tap right on in. So listen, tap in, don't tap out. That's always my motto. It's a pretty good motto. What's going on? I don't like the way those cards fell. Something about somebody getting a new boo, romance, and family. Okay, so this is Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups energy. But I feel like I didn't like the way those cards fell. So I'm going to listen to my intuition and just give it a good shuffle and see what happens, okay? Shout out to, what is her name? I gotta get the name. I see your face in my mind's eye, but I gotta get your name so that I tag you properly. But I wanted to take that time to just say that while I get my shuffle on, okay? Shout out to the people that enjoy the shuffling. It is a thing. Okay, come on in. Beautiful angels, Archangel Michael, divine ancestors, please assist me as I channel this energy for the beautiful divine collective, those people that are paying attention to their ascension. Child, this wanted to come up in the reverse. So somebody's on the fence about, it looks like there's a pride and an ego death. That's always a good energy to deal with, right? Somebody's ego has to die, my way or the highway. You know, very selfish energy. There is absolutely an I in team for this person. There is no we, it's always I. Very stubborn energy, arrogant. Let's call this person what they are. But it came up on the fence. You see the way the card came up in the reverse? So energetically, this person could be thinking to grow up. Got divine masculine energy. Something about their bloodline, lineage, okay? Maybe how they saw masculine energy in their family. This could also be a feminine looking at masculine energy by way of their bloodline, okay, and their family. Let me just make sure I give these a good shuffle as well. I'll call upon the highest of white lights to show me what it is that I need to see. Anything that I don't need to see, well, just let that energy fall away. Empress energy. We got the Emperor to the Empress. Page of Swords. Somebody's watching. Page of Pentacles, okay, they want to come in and give you some form of an offer. Page of Pentacles is like just enough, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out type energy. Just enough to let you know that I'm interested. Breadcrumb, not really, just a minimum, you know, effort. The bare minimum is what I just heard. Enough to get them by. Hopefully enough to get them in your good graces. You got the Empress energy. Clarify Empress energy. Yeah, you got Ace of Cups. So new beginning, something about you starting over. Ace of Cups also represents My cup overfloweth. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life type energy. Ace of Cups is divine intervention. You see that helping hand from the heavens above? I love it. Okay, so new beginnings. This could also represent self-love, self-care, divine feminine energy, nurturing. Yeah, somebody wants to come in, honey. 3 of Cups? Okay. You got the Emperor to the Empress right out the gate. Wow, divine masculine and divine feminine energy? Whew, that's intense. Empress energy, Emperor energy in the upright, and the Ace of Cups. Lord have mercy. That is some good energy, honey. 2 people that are mirroring one another with beautiful balance by way of masculine tendencies, healthy masculine tendencies, lessons learned is what I just heard, and the 3 of Cups, some form of celebration. Somebody wants to come in and celebrate this new beginning or new beginning with you, or this is a new beginning. You're being celebrated. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I don't anticipate this is somebody from your past unless they feel like they are a brand new person and you're reintroducing yourself. But I feel like this is somebody new. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody new. I don't think this is somebody from your past. What's selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride, ego, my way, or the highway? Yeah, you got somebody that you separated from. The 3 of Swords represents breaking up, separation, heartache, possibly toxic tendencies, lessons learned, karmic situations. So 3 of Swords, somebody's devastated, okay? Yeah. The 8 of Swords, this also came up on the fence. So this person's going through the death of the ego, pride, self-absorbed is what I just heard, tendencies. 8 of Swords is like, 8 of Swords is always interesting to me. You know, can we have a commercial break? 8 of Swords to me is like, listen, it's a self-imposed prison. Like, you put yourself there in that thing. You like it up in that thing. Well, what you gonna do about that thing? You know what I'm saying? Type energy with the 8 of Swords. Yeah. Self-imposed. It's somebody that has to go within. They got to look at themselves, so their ego is gone, and they crying. Oh, my ego. Okay. We've all had a good death ego. Ego, death. Pride, ego. Ego, death. Death of pride and ego. Okay, it's a Leviathan energy. You know what I mean? Which is never really good. Not when you got to deal with yourself, it's not. You know, can you imagine somebody being in their ego, being stubborn, arrogant, and ain't nobody there to deflect that shit onto or project that shit? You got to look at yourself. You the only arrogant fool in the presence of yourself. Baby, you are in danger. It's a self-imposed imprisonment. Clarify the 8 of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody that, yeah, they got to deal with themselves. This too came up on the fence. All the cards are coming up like this. To get better or not to get better. To look at self or not to look at self. To know thyself. Yeah, somebody's afraid to really go within. Damn, that's a lot of dark night of the soul last energy. Look at the swords. Swords represents communication. Be that silent, verbal, known, unknown, telepathically, whatever it is. It's communication nonetheless. You got the 9 of Swords to the 8 of Swords. This person's going through sleepless nights. Okay, having to face themselves. It's nasty energy. So maybe that's why you separated from this person. At the bottom of the card it says my way. Whenever I think of my way, I think of or the highway. It's like do it my way or you gotta go. So maybe this was a confused person. This person didn't know if they wanted to love on you or if they wanted to possess you. Is what I just heard. My way or the highway. Very controlling, very demanding energy, unfortunately. Yeah. So now somebody wants to apologize. With the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, though, and 3 of Swords, I don't even know if they know what they're apologizing about. Page energy, very immature. I just need to get back into your good graces energy. This could have something to do with the fact that you said the highway. Okay, they said my way. You said, okay, it's the highway for me. And look at you. The star energy. Star represents, you know, you just kind of showcasing your gifts. Whenever I think of star, I think of North Star. I think of North Node. North Node meaning your spiritual journey to the best version of yourself in alignment with your passions. It's effortless, you know, type energy. And now you got somebody new coming in here that is absolutely okay with themselves, which really does mean that It's a high probability they're going to be okay with you because you want somebody that's compatible. But I feel like because somebody is okay with themselves, they're easy to get along with. And I feel like the two of you are mirroring one another. Whereas this person is quite difficult. You know, they have some pretty strict guidelines as to how they feel they need to be a part of your life. Selfish, stubborn, arrogant. I just heard it hasn't worked up until now. Yeah, y'all hear the horn in the background? That could be clarification, confirmation. I just feel like the universe is always giving you answers if you choose to pay attention, right? Okay. So with the sun represents happiness, joy, peace, also enlightenment, okay? I feel like this person knows that you're happier without them. I feel like they know that you don't regret choosing the highway as opposed to my way, because my way is really a confined space of control. It's something that nobody could ever really be to for this person. Whatever they were expecting out of the selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride and ego, my way or the highway ass energy, it's not something that one can live up to. That's the reality. Okay, unless you just get somebody that does not have a personality, they don't have any goals, because this is like possession, like to keep somebody trapped. So somebody wanted to put you in hermit mode. That's like isolation. Don't go out, don't wear that, don't do this. So somebody's very insecure. That's what I just heard. Okay, well, you said the highway. And the fact that you said the highway and the sun is shining, I feel like you're not regretting, again, your decision that you made to walk away from this person with the Three of Swords. I feel like this Three of Swords for you represents balance, Libran energy, that you've balanced out your emotions. You made a head over heart decision. You looked at somebody's stipulations, okay? My way or the highway ass contracts, if you will. And you called judgment down on it. And you left it behind and you surrendered it. You said, you know, yeah, I don't adhere to the terms and agreements of whatever this is that you need me to be. But yeah, I wish you all the best. And now somebody is left having a real hard, I just heard difficult even, pride and ego death, spirit of Leviathan. Yeah, I can't make this up. And they're coming in with these little piss poor ass offers, you know, little Robin Peter to pay Paul ass, piss poor ass offers, you know, nasty business. You got the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, honey. This is somebody that is very immature. Page energy is childlike energy, childish energy, refusing to, you know, it's given, that's my toy type energy. You know, when kids are my toy. Listen, you a full-grown adult, sir, ma'am. I'm going to need you to get it together. Yeah, get your, what is this? And I feel like this person has done the same thing with everybody. Look at how they are. They have unchanged behavior. They're still standing their ground on whatever their guidelines are, which is why the Eight of Swords came out sideways on the fence. That's their energy, to change or not to change. But they've done this in every relationship. This is a repeat offender. It hasn't accomplished anything. Yeah, look. And then they always have third-party situations or things just don't work out. Bad collaborations. Three of Pentacles represents earth energy. That represents trying to work with somebody, okay? Non-negotiable energy. Like, you just don't leave room for nobody to be who they need to be. And that's not something that I feel like this person realized, that people needed permission to be who they wanted to be. Like, where is this going? Type energy. You got the Three of Pentacles in a reverse. This is a repeat offender. Somebody's done the same thing in all their relationships, unfortunately. Okay? And I feel like when it came to you, you did not chase this toxic behavior, toxic tendencies. That's what I just heard. I just heard pending toxic tendencies. Pending. So somebody was telling you and showing you a part of themselves, or whoever this is, with the Four of Wands in the reverse. Okay? They were giving you this potential energy. Oh, well, this is who I have the potential to be. And when I get it together, It's going to be okay. This is the kind of person, they say, oh, well, are you in a relationship? Oh, it's complicated. Well, why should a relationship be complicated when it absolutely does not have to be? When we all got free will, just walk away. Hell, get it together. So you did. You took the highway. That was your choice. That was your option. My way or the highway. Not that this person ever needed to give you a choice, right? But you chose to go towards equal give and take. 6 of Pentacles is equal give and take. 3 plus 3. Those are really nice numbers. 333, that's ascended master energy. That's somebody that's mastered themselves. They know what they want. They know who they are. They're non-compromising. These are non-compromising energies that you feel by way of who you are. You just don't need to compromise anymore. Non-negotiable energies. Yeah, this is somebody that was always banking on who they had the potential to be, but they just kept being the same old person. Okay, so now they're on the fence. They want to change. They don't know. They might get some help. They don't know. They don't know. Okay, go get help, sir, ma'am. Good help. Okay. Meanwhile, you're moving forward. Whoever you are, Empress energy, divine feminine energy, you're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody that's stable. When I think of the Queen of Pentacles, I think of independent. I think of business-minded. Somebody that knows how to take care of their home. Easy to get along with, but not a weak personality. It's not people-pleasing energy. Earth is stable. It's stability. Yeah, you don't really have to fight that much to get respect because it's obvious that that's what you deserve type energy. When I think of Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like whatever this was, it changed you for the better. Yeah, it did. You got the 7 of Cups, okay? Yeah, this is somebody that was selling you on some type of stolen ass, imaginary ass dream, as they have done so effortlessly in all of their connections because people allowed it, whoever these other people are previous to you. But when you come in as walking, breathing judgment and karma, basically divine intervention, it's the universe saying enough. It's earth angel energy, right? So you showed this person, hey, listen, okay, it's the highway. They were selling you illusions. Wolf tickets is what I just heard. 7 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. It's like, hey, when I get myself together, this is who I'll be. You're like, oh, okay. Let me just kind of look at who you are right now. Because right now it's all I got with you. And when I'm gone, I won't have right now with you. And you walked away. And you're glad about it. 4 of Pentacles. So you're not in communique with this person. You're keeping to yourself, holding your peace. Right. And this person wants to come in. Again, with Knight energy. We got Knight, Page, Page. And in this new beginning, you have a full-grown emperor who's a king. A divine masculine who's learned. I'm just saying that whatever this is, somebody's going to have to navigate those very difficult terrains. That's not your problem. Yeah. You got divine intervention here. This is what tough love looks like. This is what, having an experience with somebody, them feeling as though they've missed an opportunity, quite literally, quite figuratively, quite spiritually, mentally, however you want to look at it on all levels. They all kind of, collaborate and go together. Those energies, if you will. However you want to see it, your work here is done. This person now has to deal with themselves, or they're just going to go into another toxic relationship out of fear of being alone and just jump again and do the same thing and never change. So they're debating. Isn't that nice? Okay, that's good for them, right? Good for you. That they're debating whether or not they want to change. As if this is something, this energy or their ability to change is being held hostage in an attempt to make you feel like it's still my way or the highway. How is it that their changing is something they feel they can weaponize when it comes to you, when you're already in a new beginning? Make it make sense. That could have gone over somebody's head, but weaponizing who you are, keep saying you got the potential to be. Just like somebody saying, yeah, you're going to miss out on a good woman. Yeah, you're going to miss out on a good man. But I've yet to see this version of yourself that you keep saying you got the potential to be. I got to look at who you are. And right now, you in the 8 of Swords. You in spiritual jail, honey. Your ancestors beating your ass. Okay, let's just talk about it. You got the 9 of Swords. You got trauma, shit you've been through, layers. And you talking about a little pissy ass Knight of Cups when it's a whole Emperor over here with an Ace of Cups, meaning this is divine intervention. The Most High put these two people together. This is what happens when you do the right thing. You naturally get what it is that you want. It's like the universe is rigged in your favor. You got the Ace of Wands here. New beginnings. Ace of Wands is about inspiration. Two people that inspire each other. I love it. Self-inspired, but then you're inspiring each other. It's equal admiration. That's always really nice. Amongst two high-frequency people, that's a beautiful asset. And you still got somebody coming out as a Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is like, you know, wham, bam, thank you, man, mass energy. Immature, don't want to grow up. In and out type energy, you know, if you know what I mean. Just in general, they in and out with themselves and everybody else. One minute they're supporting themselves. Okay, I'm going to change. The next minute they decide not to. The fact that they're on the fence about them changing and they think that this somehow, again, is some type of tactic strategically weaponizing their potential against you, thinking that it's going to affect you, is absolutely a diabolical plan that will fail on a mental level. What? I mean, okay. Holy Spirit, let me get myself together. Yeah. It's a manipulator. The Magician in the reverse. It's a damn manipulator, child. They could have did a little spiritual wham bam thank you man behind the scenes trying to bind you or something like that. It's very possible. But I mean, really, who really gives a damn? This person's in shambles, you know? When you're trying to manifest, from a dark heart space, something high vibrational, child, all you're going to be doing is sitting there staring at the wall, wondering woulda, coulda, shoulda, having to look into the escapades and the caverns of your own mind, man. What's going on here? You got the Magician in the reverse. Two of Wands, you're moving forward. I mean, no matter what type of antics this person decides to, you know, kind of, I don't know, create these smoke screens and smoke signals or whatever they're doing, their energy is quite peculiar. It's interesting, but not enough that you want to pay attention to it long enough. I mean, too long. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Or long enough that they feel like you, yeah, nah, yeah, there is no engaging. There is no engaging. There's disengaging of this Five of Pentacles energy. Look at this. Out in the cold, child. Five of Pentacles. Spiritually in poverty. Okay? Yeah, another relationship is not what this person needs. Although they could very well, unfortunately, out of feeling rejected by you and you moving on, go into some type of low vibrational energy that caters to their sexual desires, and that's it. Clarify what's going on with the Magician in the reverse. Selfish, stubborn, arrogant. You got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, it's fake friend ass energy, y'all. Controlling energy. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse represents unstable energy. Somebody could be financially strapped, but mentally they're strapped. You know, in order to have a decent heart chakra in alignment, how you manifested anything and your heart chakra is blocked with the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So this bare minimum energy is really literally, quite literally, a breadcrumb for somebody to lead you where? No, it's a no. Okay. Again, this person's on the fence. It's the Queen of Swords coming up to the side, child. They on the fence to continue being a bitch or not to be. You know, Queen of Swords in the reverse is like reckless behavior, toxic energy, nasty, bitchy, karmic feminine energy, weaponizing sex and manipulating people every chance they get. It's a nasty energy. But again, I feel like they think if they change, somehow they will have lost a weird ass imaginary battle with you, but you're not preoccupied. Although you are very intuitive and you're aware, you're moving towards something new. I can't make this up. You got the Lovers here. You got the King of Wands energy. Yeah, King of Wands energy, Emperor energy. Yeah, this person's all the kings. The Lovers. You're going towards something new. There could be an ex and a third party here. Like two narcissistic weirdos. Two karmic ass people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, commercial break. Y'all weird as hell. Get your shit together. What the hell? Yeah, get your shit together. Leave these hoes alone. Like, get your shit together, man. What are you doing? Yeah. Okay. So King of Wands energy. You got King of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, and or Sagittarius. Hermit energy. Hermit represents going within. Introspection, solitude, silence, listening to your instincts, intuition. So this emperor, whoever he is, walked away, possibly from a third party. This could also represent empress, somebody from your past as well. You're two divine people who have exes in the background that are crazy. Yeah. Which is why I believe the two of you see just how valuable your connection is. It's a lot of gratitude in this energy. You know, after you done encountered a couple of, cis boom bars and whatever else's and psychos and sociopaths, like weird ass energy. Yeah. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, she too is coming up on the fence with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This person could absolutely be doing, clarify Knight of Pentacles in the reverse with the Magician in the reverse, manipulative energy. Yeah, it's a manipulator. They could be texting this King of Wands a lot, this Emperor, constantly trying to get this person to come back. Again, I heard weaponizing sex. And then Empress, you have an ex here that could quite possibly be, yeah, they're going through a death ego death. Yeah. Leviathan energy. Anything else, Holy Spirit, as we channel this energy, please and thank you. Yeah, 5 of Cups, you don't give a damn. I feel like you not giving a damn is working out real good for you. It's a nice accessory to your spiritual outfit, your new, beautiful, energetic makeup. And I mean that in its totality. You got the 5 of Cups in the reverse. 5 of Cups in the upright is like depression, sadness, Scorpio energy, right? Devastation, loss, okay, crying over spilled milk. But like this, I feel like you're over the grieving part of whatever you thought this was to you. Because I feel like you came to the realization of what it was. And you said the highway. Somebody said my way or the highway. Well, since you want me to choose, it's going to be the highway. Good for you, divine feminine and masculine. I love this. I love this energy for you. Yeah, look, Wheel of Fortune. It puts you in alignment with something healthy, something divine, something good. It's beautiful. And you left this person out in the cold with the 5 of Pentacles. These people could be going through some type of hardships. 5 of Pentacles. Pentacles is money, okay? So, yeah, but again, you got a lot of weird energy here. Somebody's a manipulator. Somebody's trying to come back to somebody for the money. Like, there's weird energy there. Knight of Pentacles is just like a bad offer, a breadcrumb, I just heard scared money don't make no money. Well, that's what they say, whoever they are. 3 of Wands is about gazing upon the horizon. Some of you could be traveling. Yeah. Some of you could be traveling. 3 of Wands, moving forward. Or just planning for a new future or something like that. Yeah, you didn't come here to stay. That's how I look at it. You're not going to make it out of life alive. And whatever the hell this is, it's a no. It's going to continue to be a no. And somebody's in their manipulative bag. Because somebody doesn't care. The more somebody seeks to manipulate them, weaponize sex here with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is like that passionate energy, non-committal energy. It's that kind of energy, Somebody's still standing their ground on very immature behavior. And again, they're on the fence about whether or not they want to change. Although that seems to be the best outcome, somebody's still choosing to be manipulative, okay? I don't even know if this person has the cognitive abilities, honestly, to change, honey. Some shit they just been doing for way too long. Way too long. Way too long, okay? You got the 6 of Swords. You're coming up as somebody who has the ability to heal emotionally. 6 of Swords is sailing to calmer waters, okay? Yeah, this could have been as guided by your spirit team, your higher self. You're ascending. You're changing. Yeah, 2 of Cups. There's definitely a new partnership, okay, coming in. 2 of Cups. I like this because I feel like 2 of Cups is more friendship, really getting to know somebody. Yeah. And this could definitely evolve to lovers and friends. It's very possible. But it's a new situation. It's not anybody that you've known. Whoever these people are in the past, they're stuck. They're still the same, if not worse. than how you left them, okay? And that's a fact. That's what I see. I just got to be honest. Yeah. And they're watching. Page of Swords, they're watching. They're looking at you. Maybe that's where all this energy is coming from. A need to manipulate. What's the Magician in the reverse for this Queen of Swords? What's going on here? Yeah, it's like somebody wants somebody stuck, trying to sacrifice a new beginning. So the page, I mean, what is this here? The Hangman in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles is somebody that wants somebody to sacrifice their Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, Ace of Wands energy, the Star energy. Somebody wants somebody to sacrifice their new beginning. So that is the Magician's energy in the reverse. You know, this represents trying to create negative outcomes, as above, so below. But in the upright, it represents alchemy, right? So we look at this person with toxic tendencies and how they're wanting an outcome to be because they are in the Five of Pentacles, feeling abandoned, left out in the cold, missed opportunities. They can't take back what they did, whatever their ramifications by way of, you know, people needing to be with them or their requirements. It's like it's some shit that people are leaving on the table. This person got a whole bunch of requirements and none of it involves equal give and take. It's non-negotiable, but it's a bad deal and nobody wants it. So the fact that this person feels abandoned, they now want this person, masculine or feminine, to leave their new beginning out in the cold. With the Hangman in the reverse, it has not been successful. That's why the Hangman is in the reverse. You know, the Hangman in the upright says, hey, you might need to see this from a different perspective. Somebody refuses. This is stubborn behavior. This is like self-destructive, stubborn behavior. This shit ain't hurt nobody but the person that's in this nasty energy. You not hurt nobody. Somebody that went on what they like. Look, they got a whole new beginning here, honey. So somebody wants somebody to sacrifice their new beginning and leave it out in the cold because they're feeling abandoned. That's crazy. I see that divine feminine masculine, you're not doing that. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is like embarking upon your North Node, your journey, your destiny. What are you here to do? And letting it flow. Because for a lot of you, I don't see people actively looking for relationships. I see two people going within and something is worth your attention and it turns into a friendship and a lover's situation. That's beautiful. That's given I'm attracting what it is that I want by way of being who it is that I need to be, and actively, consistently, diligently, obsessively, compulsively. Yeah, a good addiction, working on myself. I got good addictions. Yeah. Refusing to let yourself down type energy. So to go back into this non-compromising, my way or the highway ass, you know, toxic parental connection, because that's what this relationship is. That's not equal give and take. That's a parent. That's not even a good parent. That's a dominating parent. Somebody's like stubborn about it. You know, I don't like when you wear purple lipstick. Well, these aren't your lips. You know, like, bitch, find you something to do. Because this ain't it. I love you, my beautiful soul tribe. So listen, good news. Shout out to the people all over the world. London, England, Canada. I get all the messages. I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nigeria, Jamaica, Trinidad. I am eternally grateful. I feel it was so blessed to be sitting here talking to y'all. And I'm so grateful. So good news, okay? This channel now comes in pretty much all the languages. I know that it went by way of country, but by way of translation, okay, if you turn on your captions, it's going to give you this reading in the language that you speak. So I'm really excited about that. Shout out to YouTube for helping me set that up. That's amazing. What else? Shout out to the people that bought the sage bunches from my shop. I am grateful for that. On that tab, you're going to see my favorite things, y'all. And those are just things that I love. They're brands that I'm collaborating with. Like I like the Marc Jacobs. I don't do a lot of perfumes. It has to be, you know, you can't just give me any perfume. I can't. You know, some of them are watered down, but these are really good quality perfumes. For those of you that wear perfume, I like to wear my oils as well. But those are my favorite things. That's the point of it all. Not to go on a tangent, but yeah, that's my store. So those are things that I love. The flowers that you see me have here, sometimes you'll see those flowers tagged. And so most of that stuff is discounted, okay? So feel free to look around there. Again, the list of my favorite things. It's just me saying, hey, this is what I like. This is, you know, things that I have, that I bought. And so yeah. And I guess that's it. I love y'all. I will absolutely come back and do more free readings. Shout out to the people that joined the memberships. Again, just assure that you are already subscribed. You know, that's how you get into the memberships, and we'll see you there. I love y'all. Drop a heart down below for self-love. I'll see you soon. Peace be with you.